and thanks for joining ABC 31 News. I'm Scott Beadle. A state trooper and a Marksville police officer are recovering from shootings that happened yesterday in the Long Branch community of Avoyelles Parish as they tried to assist Hesmer police who were serving a warrant. Neither man is said to have life-threatening injuries. The suspect, now in custody, is 35-year-old Brandon Arthur Carpenter of Elizabeth. State police say Carpenter barricaded himself inside a friend's home in the Long Branch community between Moraville and Mansoura. Initial reports from the scene were that 3 officers had been hit. Carpenter is charged with attempted murder. Other charges are pending. 2 Sabine Parish men are sentenced in federal court for a kidnapping conspiracy. 22-year-old Gary Cutright of Zwally is sentenced to 13 years in prison. Earlier, a co-defendant in the case, 37-year-old Quanell Newton of Manny, received more than 11 years in prison. The 2 are part of a group investigated by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, as well as others, for conspiring to commit kidnapping, robberies, and assaults throughout northwestern Louisiana and eastern Texas. Natchitoches police arrest a 32-year-old man for carnal knowledge of a juvenile. He's Barry Lacaz, who turned himself in to NPD detectives. The mother of the child alerted police, saying her daughter had been in a sexual relationship with him. Time now for our weekend forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers with your weather now.
Hey Scott, definitely seeing some nice weather out there today. Most of these shower and thunderstorm activity stayed to our south. Had some severe weather down near Lake Charles and Baton Rouge here late this afternoon, even picking up some isolated tornadoes in southern Louisiana as well. Now here in central Louisiana, though, we saw just mainly cloud cover, some sun from time to time, and high temperatures upper 70s to low 80s late this afternoon. Weekend looking great, though. Looks like we'll keep the sunshine around through the weekend. A little bit on the cooler side for your Saturday, but nice warmth for Mother's Day. On Sunday, temperatures getting back into the mid-80s in most areas. Before tonight, 63 degrees out there with clear to partly cloudy skies expected. Northwest winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So as we head into our Saturday, we'll see a lot of sunshine throughout the day. Again, temperature just slightly cooler than today. Looking for highs in the upper 70s by Saturday afternoon with north winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll talk more about the weekend forecast, but also about some warmer weather for next week. And that's all ahead in your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few more minutes. Scott?
All right, thanks, Chris. A new drug for spinal muscular atrophy, a disease that degrades muscles over time, may reverse the effects of the disease and help one little girl pursue her dreams. WBRZ's Mark Armstrong has the story.
In an operation room at Our Lady of the Lake Hospital, 12-year-old Sydney Donovan is being treated for the rare genetic disorder.
They've always told me that as she got older, it was going to get worse. And this year is the first I've seen the worst.
SMA degrades the muscles over time, leaving Sydney weak and with a heart condition. But despite all this, she's still just a little girl with dreams of becoming a nurse.
What makes you want to be a nurse?
To help babies.
Sydney was diagnosed as an infant, not walking until 4 years old. For a time, she grew strong.
She loves to sing and dance.
But her disease caught up with her. At 12, she doesn't leave home without her wheelchair and was even about to undergo a serious spinal surgery until the Donovans learned of a new drug.
Her doctor, we sent him all the information on it, and he looked at it and he canceled her surgery and said she's a prime candidate for this drug.
Today, Sydney got her first treatment. The breakthrough drug Spinraza, only recently approved by the FDA, is shown to reverse the effects of her condition. 3 times a year, it'll be injected into her spine.
She's the hospital's first candidate, and we're just thrilled to be here to get a new beginning started today.
The drug could help save the lives of the most severe cases of SMA, often found in newborns, but it's also very expensive. Sydney will get 10 doses over the next 3 years at a cost of $1.5 million.
And we wish Sydney all the success with that new treatment. Quick reminder now that state income taxes are due by Monday at midnight. Go to the State Revenue Department website if you need more information or instructions on how to ask for an extension. This afternoon, Rapids Regional Medical Center partnered with the American Heart Association for a free health expose at the Holiday Inn. Community residents got a lot of information about prevention of high blood pressure, strokes, and heart attacks. After the luncheon, Rapids nurses provided blood pressure and blood glucose screenings.
With a community health expo, and we have nurses here from the Refuge Regional Medical Center who are going to take blood pressures, take blood sugars, calculate BMIs for everyone who comes through. It's completely free, and this is our way of giving back to the community to make sure that Alexandria and Central Louisiana stays heart healthy.
If you are experiencing symptoms of high blood pressure or high glucose, you should visit your doctor. It is National Nurses Week, and the theme is balance of mind, body, and spirit. The VA hospital hosted an award ceremony for their nurses today. Nurses were presented with the Daisy Awards for Extraordinary Nurses. The Daisy Award recognizes the superhuman efforts nurses perform every day. Yesterday evening, Troop 6 Boy Scouts had their Court of Honor at St. Francis Cabrini Church. Raymond Constantino, Evan Gaspar de Alba, Hunter Howell, and Benjamin Kaplan were all awarded with the Eagle Scouts Award. The Eagle Scout Award is the highest rank in the Boy Scouting program, and very few are ever granted this rank. For more information on joining Boy Scouts, contact Senior District Scout Executive Richard Christ at 318-484-2285. The Kent House Plantation will host its first bridal fair on Saturday, May 20th. Multiple vendors will be sharing their expertise, covering a full spectrum of work, from personalized invitations to memorable romantic honeymoon getaways. This event will be free and open to the public.
You sign up at the Camp Plantation booth, and I'm giving away $125 worth of Camp Plantation bridal things. Oh, wow. There's also going to be a Stash Vintage Rentals, and they are giving away a $100 gift certificate for rental rental things.
And I noticed.
And for more information about the Kent House Plantation Bridal Fair, visit their website at kenthouse.org/events. Still ahead, President Trump's latest tweets have added a new level of confusion in the ongoing Russia investigation. Plus, an Ohio police officer shot and killed. The details when ABC 31 News returns.
KLAX TV has been giving away great prizes month after month. Now, we're giving you a chance to win a $500 gift card to spend at Clark Dunbar Flooring Superstore. That's right, $500 courtesy of Clark Dunbar and KLAX TV. Visit us online, on Facebook, on Twitter, and click register and get ready to win. Enter daily, share the post to increase your chances of winning. It's time to win from KLAX TV and Clark Dunbar Flooring Superstore.
Like us on Facebook. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
President Trump's latest tweets have added a new level of confusion to the ongoing Russia investigation, including a tweet in which the president appears to warn the fired FBI director not to talk to the press, suggesting that there could be hidden recordings. ABC's Lana Zach is following all the developments on this story out of Washington.
Should the president be believed that he may have secret tapes of James Comey? The White House would not say.
Are there recording devices in the Oval Office or in the residence?
As I said for the third time, there is nothing further to add on that.
The questions prompted by the president's own tweets, writing James Comey better hope there are no tapes of our conversations before he starts leaking to the press.
The president, with his tweets this morning, has said things that border on intimidation. What we are facing now is a question of whether there's obstruction of justice.
But that wasn't the only tweet from the president that seemed to make the situation worse for the White House. President Trump also argued he's very active, so it's not possible for his staff to answer questions with perfect accuracy. And then President Trump suggested he may cancel all future press briefings. The White House would comment on one issue, disputing the claim that Comey was asked over dinner to pledge his loyalty to Mr. Trump.
I think the president wants loyalty to this country and to the rule of law.
But on MSNBC, the former director of national intelligence said Comey told him he was wary about accepting the president's invitation to dinner.
He mentioned that he had been invited to the White House to have dinner with the president, and that he was uneasy with that because of even compromising even the optics, the appearance of independence, not only of him but of the FBI.
And a member of the House Oversight Committee has now formally requested that the White House counsel provide any tapes as part of their ongoing inquiry. So we may learn sooner rather than later if any tapes do in fact exist or if the president was just bluffing in that tweet. Lana Zach, ABC News, Washington.
A police officer is shot and killed at a nursing home in Ohio, and at least 3 other people are dead, including the shooter. ABC's Emily Rao has the latest.
The call started coming around 7:30 Friday morning.
We believe the shooter could be in the nurse's office, shooter in the nurse's office, 2 people down.
Police responded to the nursing home in Kirkersville, Ohio, about 30 miles east of Columbus. The small town's chief of police was first on the scene. 36-year-old Stephen Desario was shot and died later at a hospital.
Engaged that subject. Deputies were en route to back him up. When deputies arrived, they discovered him out in the street.
Police officers found a gruesome scene inside the nursing home.
There were 3 deceased people found in the nursing home. We do believe the gunman was one of those deceased.
No patients at the nursing and rehab center were hurt. Governor John Kasich tweeting, shocked and pained by the horrific shooting. Prayers for those injured. Grateful for law enforcement's quick response. The police chief who was shot and killed was a father of 6 with a baby on the way. He had been the chief for just 3 weeks. Emily Rao, ABC News, New York.
Turning now to our Mother's Day weekend. It sounds like if you want to do something outside with Mom, we're in pretty good shape.
Actually do some grilling outside maybe, or maybe help her get that flower bed all organized and ready to go. That'd be some good things to do too. Temperatures are going to be nice this weekend, upper 70s, low to mid 80s by Mother's Day. Sunshine, dry weather across central Louisiana, and we'll talk more about that when we come back.
ABC 31 KLAX, the exclusive provider of ABC programming in central Louisiana. We are the only station where you can watch new, first-run ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor,
Strike the Enemy,
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's can deliver.
Damn right.
Hi, I'm Michael Bailey. Call me at the number on the screen. See how easy and affordable television advertising can be.
Follow us on Twitter. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
And welcome back, everyone. A happy Friday to us. Temperatures out there made it to the upper 70s to low 80s here in central Louisiana late this afternoon. Did see some showers and thunderstorms, mainly in southern parts of Louisiana and especially southeastern parts around Baton Rouge. Did see some severe weather here early this morning and into the afternoon hours, but most of the activity stayed out of our area. We saw some clouds and some sun throughout the day. Again, temperatures just slightly cooler in the upper 70s to low 80s late this afternoon. High temperature at 80 degrees here in Alexandria, 81 degrees in Monroe, 76 degrees the high temperature Shreveport, 78 in Natchitoches, and 84 degrees the high today in Lake Charles. Outside right now, then partly to mostly sunny skies, 77 degrees at Dew Point at 58, with winds out of the north-northwest at about 17 miles per hour, but haven't seen gusts about 20 to 22 miles per hour as our pressure is holding steady. Now for tonight, we'll see temperatures drop back into the 60s as we head into overnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning. With that, then partly to mostly cloudy skies in our forecast. That low temperature at 63. Again, keeping those northwest winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour overnight tonight. Now for our Saturday weekend, looking actually beautiful across our area. We're going to see dry weather, sunshine, and eventually warmer temperatures back in here too, especially by Sunday on Mother's Day, but Saturday looks pretty good too, as we'll see that temperature near 72 by noon with partly to mostly sunny skies and the high temperature reaching about 79 degrees, north winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So less humid and more pleasant too as we get to our Saturday. A lot of sunshine out there, more sunshine, a little more warm temperatures back in the forecast on Mother's Day, at least back into the mid 80s, maybe some upper 80s. In some areas, but we do warm back up next week though. We'll stay sunny and dry as we get temperatures back into the upper 80s to near 90 as we head into early next week, but also going to stay pretty dry too as we get to the middle parts of next week. So here's a look at our surface map for our Saturday. Again, not much going on around the area, just some dry weather and high pressure controlling our weather. With that dry weather and relatively mild weather coming back into the area here for at least one day, but some warmer weather to our west through parts of Texas and New Mexico, even parts of Oklahoma will eventually get here on Sunday. That puts our temperatures right back into the mid to upper 80s on Mother's Day. Before tonight, our hometown temperatures fall back into the low 60s from Boyce at 63, Bunkie and Marksville at 62 and 63 degrees in the morning time, and they'll see a low of 63 in Alexandria with clear to partly cloudy skies. As we head into our Saturday, some beautiful weather out there, very pleasant for this time of year, upper 70s to near 80. in most areas. Glenmore at 79 degrees for a high temperature. Again, 79 for a high here in Alexandria, and 79 degrees also in Bunkie and Marksville. Temperatures over the next couple of days are going to warm back up on Sunday. Here's your 7-day forecast. 86 degrees. Our high temperature by Sunday, near 90 by Monday, with partly to mostly sunny skies. Will stay pretty dry till the middle part of next week. That's when we see some more showers and thunderstorms possible on Wednesday and Thursday, but temperatures staying pretty warm, mid to upper 80s through next week. Scott?
All right, thank you, Chris. Coming up in sports, the LSU Alexandria baseball team learns its fate for next week's NAIA opening round regional. Plus, senior day is set for the La Tech baseball team.
The Traxxas Monster Truck Destruction Tour invades the Louisiana Mudfest, and KLAX TV has tickets to give away. See these car-crushing giants compete in racing, wheelie contests, and then rock the house with amazing freestyle actions. Plus, meet the drivers and see the trucks up close at the pit party. Register on the KLAX website, on Facebook or Twitter. Enter daily to win a family 4-pack to the show and pit party. Tickets good for Sunday, May 21st.
Just hours after graduating, the LSU Alexandria baseball team was treated to the best graduation gift they could have asked for, and that was a spot in the NAIA baseball tournament's opening round. The Generals were awarded with a 5th seat in the Hattiesburg bracket and will play 4th-seeded Lyon College of Arkansas. The 33-win Generals are led by Fernando Martinez, who boasts an 8-2 record with an earned run average just a shade under 4. Southeastern, Texas Wesleyan, and William Carey of Mississippi round out the opening round field. The Generals and Celts of Lyon are set to get underway 9 a.m. on Monday at Milton Wheeler Field. If the Generals can claim the regional title, they'll head to the Avista NAIA World Series in Lewiston, Idaho, which begins May 22nd. And the Louisiana Tech baseball team continues its final homestand of the weekend through Sunday. The Bulldogs hosting the Thundering Herd of Marshall. They're looking to win their 5th consecutive series as La Tech. Now Tech sits just 1 game behind 4th place Charlotte with a handful of games left. The Dogs will host a senior day ceremony tomorrow before their 2 o'clock game with the Herd. The on-field ceremony set to begin right around 1:15. La Tech closes out its regular season next week when they visit Middle Tennessee. The NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series rolls on into the Midwest this week, where the series makes a stop in Kansas. Last weekend, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. picked up his first career win in 158 tries. Sunday's Go Bowling 400 will present drivers with an opportunity to either pick up their first career win or end a long winless drought. Drivers like Ryan Blaney and Eric Jones looking to score their first career wins were top 12 in final practice, while we hear from a couple others looking to get back into victory lane who are also happy with their cars, including the hometown kid, Clint Boyer.
But to be honest with you, you don't even think about that. You think about, the winning. I never think about how long it's been. I think about how you're gonna get it done. And the biggest thing is you're lined back up with an organization that's capable of doing that.
Yeah, the car looks great, and this first practice I thought it was a lot of fun to drive, and didn't mind their lap times too much. So it was right now we're kind of running in the middle of the track, and that'll change a little bit, and that won't really be what we're doing in the race. In the race, I think we'll be up at the top or at the bottom.
400 will be the first race of the season under the lights. Green flag expect to drop 6:46 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. It's day 2 of the Players' Championship at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Now, Sawgrass has been home to the Players since 1982, and a man who last won the tournament, or a tour championship back in 2008, he stole the show. That's 54-year-old Vijay Singh, who missed the cut in the last 7 PGA Tour events he's participated in. You just saw him there on the par 4 12 just off the front of the green. Singh poured in his 5th birdie of the day to move into a tie for 2nd place at 7 under par. He currently sits in a tie for 4th, 3 off the pace of the leader, Kyle Stanley.
Yeah, when you mentioned VJ, I was thinking it's been a while since I've heard his name.
2008, can you imagine that? Could you imagine if he stole this one in a big tournament at that?
It'd be pretty cool to see him making a little bit of a comeback here.
Mm-hmm, it sure would. And he certainly got a shot, just three strokes off the lead.
Looking good. Thanks, Zach. Mm-hmm. Up next, a real-life Forrest Gump. This man is running cross-country for a good cause. The story next on ABC 31 News.
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is Crime Watch Daily.
We get bad guys arrested. This is why heroin is such a problem, and you're part of it. You get warrants issued.
I went to meet somebody, and they say that she was underage.
And with your help,
the real perpetrators, they're going to be sitting in prison, and my daughter is going to be free.
you get justice served.
Very grateful for Crime Watch Daily.
Airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV. Download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
People in the streets of upstate New York yelled, "Run, Forrest, run!" to a real-life Forrest Gump who's running across America for a good cause. Rob Pope is running coast to coast for the third time in less than a year. He says he's combining his love of running and Forrest Gump to raise money for two charities, the World Wildlife Funds and Peace Direct. With just his sleeping bag and tent, Pope started his journey last September in the same place as Forrest did in Alabama. From there, he went back to Los Angeles, then ran back to northern Maine. Now the 38-year-old is running from Syracuse to Portland, Oregon.
It's just fantastic to see all the different types of environment, you know, sort of from the desert to the mountains to, you know, the lovely green fields of New York. So I think a lot of people sort of, you know, wish there were more people like Forrest in the world. You know, he didn't judge anyone. He generally just tried to make people happy.
Pope is originally from Liverpool, England. He says he's paying for his running adventure with money he had saved to buy a house.
Pretty kudos to him.
Yeah.
Because the last time that I got on a treadmill, about 3/10 of a mile, and I had to start walking again. So I mean, I could not.
A few minutes.
Yeah.
Say it kind of feels bad when I don't really want to run around the block. So I mean, you know, that kind of good for him to be doing that, and for good causes too. That's even better.
Yeah, and of course, if you've got good weather to do it,
well,
that's
even better. Don't want to run into rain. And no rain this weekend. We have dry weather in the forecast both Saturday and Sunday. Mother's Day itself, seeing temperatures back into the mid-80s. We do warm up next week, back close to 90 by Monday. Another chance of rain, though, middle part of next week, but weekend looking great across central Louisiana.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Sing along with Stalag 13.
Hello! We hope you like our show. We hope you like our show. We'll sing and joke and entertain you folk. You'll laugh, scream, cry, sigh, absolutely die. So please don't go. Please stay and see our show. We hope. Stay and see our show.
Watch MeTV Alexandria over the air on channel 31.2.
So if it wasn't you, who killed Michael Jackson? This May on The Dr. Oz Show. I just know there was a doctor in the house treating him and he ends up dead. Gone too soon. What really happened to your favorite stars? Oz investigates. Fast food packaging alert. Do these chemicals leach into your food and into your body? Plus, Monday Dieter. Plans and detoxes to get you back on track by summer. All May on Oz.
Watch Dr. Oz weekdays at 11 on KLAX TV.